So I'm excited to be here with you guys. Today we're talking about transpersonal hypnotherapy. As most of you already know, my name is Matthew Brownstein. I'm the Executive Director of the Florida Institute of Hypnotherapy. I'm our lead instructor, and I'm here tonight to talk to you about transpersonal hypnotherapy. This is actually one of the most important things for me. I'm so passionate about this topic because it really has been my whole life's journey. Since I was 19 years old, I started looking into the world's religious and spiritual traditions, from the Eastern branches, the Western branches, the ancient mystery school branches. I loved it. Transpersonal hypnotherapy training, to me, has been an amazing plunge into those kind of teachings. So I'm here tonight to talk to you about what it means to get to be a transpersonal hypnotherapist. The first thing it means is I get to spend my profession every day helping people to move ahead on their spiritual path. The beauty of transpersonal training, it simply means we help those who are searching spiritually to find their own answers. We don't impose our own agendas on people. Somebody would come into a hypnotherapist and they would say, I'm feeling confused, I'm feeling lost, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling angry. Of course, we have a lot of classical and clinical ways to help them. Yet so many people are calling out for something more. They're longing for a deep inner experience. You might know what it's like when your heart is hurting and you feel lost, you feel confused. A lot of people come into our school, students who sign up for hypnotherapy training at this school. They realize that first, a lot of people are just looking for a profession, but they want a meaningful, rewarding profession. What we offer here is classical and clinical hypnotherapy training. The school is state licensed. We are approved, licensed by the Florida Department of Education to offer career diplomas in classical, clinical, and transpersonal hypnotherapy. We're actually the first and technically right now only school that offers true career diplomas in these different fields. So you actually get to go out there and make a profession out of transpersonal hypnotherapy training. Now, what does that mean? What do you learn? What do you do? What do you get into? First, we have a wonderful, very rich theoretical basis, which is a journey into all the world's different religions and what are they teaching. It's so much more than just, although we cover it, past life regression, life between life regression. Many of you may know about Dr. Brian Weiss and his works, or Michael Newton, the past life regression work or the life between life regression work. We cover that. We go really into that. Yet to me, the journey is so much more than just looking at the past. It's about who are we now. It's not so much about looking into the future. It's about saying, who are you now? A lot of the teachings relate to my background, having lived in monasteries and ashrams. I lived in India, up in the Himalayas, studying with some very great masters. And these people taught me there's so much value to looking at the past and freeing us from the past. There's so much value in looking into the future and planning for and being open to where's your future going. It's so much of the spiritual journey, the transpersonal journey, is about a movement into the here and now, into the heart, and deeper into the heart, transcending. The word transpersonal literally means transcendent to the person. So if we say, here's a person, right? This is a body, there's emotions, there's mind. Yet what else is going on in there? For most of us, I'm sure if you're listening, you're here now, you would imagine there's a spiritual side to who we are. Transpersonal training is a plunge into that component, that aspect of us which we call spirit. What do we find when we move into that? From direct experience, we find there's peace, there's love, there's joy, there's a feeling of oneness, there's wisdom, there's interconnectedness, there's a feeling of grace, there's a feeling of harmony. What I would ask you is, how many in the room would actually imagine what it's like if you could have a career where you could lead someone to a state of peace? If every day you could guide someone to fall into the bliss of their own soul, wouldn't that be fun? And I know some of you may have trouble with this, but what if you could get paid for that? Everybody needs a career, right? We all make money, we all have to do something. Personally, what I've loved to do is to be able to sit there with the client, talk about what's going on for you. I have this issue. I bring in transpersonal hypnotherapy teachings, which can include past life regression, life between life regression, different meditation teachings, stages of spiritual growth and helping to understand where are they, what they can move to, and then to facilitate their process in a space of love, kindness, compassionate service that lets them unfold something from within, where the answer comes from inside of them. And if the end, they have a much deeper faith in Christ, I'm honored to be part of that. If in the end they say, wow, I feel like my spirituality is connecting to nature, I'm going to take more time to meditate, beautiful. A hypnotherapist never imposes his or her own agenda. A hypnotherapist says, I honor the person you are, I understand you feel stuck, I have certain techniques to help you through that, and in the transpersonal realm, we get to say, let's unfold, let's release that block and bring you into something truly beatific. The experiences clients have when they're doing hypnotherapy, they move into something we call the core state. That is characterized by direct experiences where the client will say, how do you feel now? Say, bliss. And how do you feel when you're in this state? Love. How do you feel? Perfect. How do you feel? Perfect peace. I can say I do that for a living. And because I have been doing that for so long, and honestly I've gotten quite good at it, I decided I wanted to help other people to do that. So that's why you're here tonight listening and learning about this school, because the school itself trains you how to do it. So I would invite you every Monday night at 7 p.m. I do a class that's basically a self-improvement class, yet the more you get to know me, you realize I want to talk about this stuff. We get to share about all of these really deep, wonderful topics. You can go to tfioh.com to see a direct link for that class. We always post a new class each week with some really interesting topics that come about. And then I highly invite you to check us out more on YouTube. So remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to like our channel, and to leave comments. It lets you get connected to the FIH family. It helps you to feel that you're part of something that we're growing. We're opening multiple locations. We're bringing on more teachers, more supervisors. We're creating a community of people who are out there transforming the world. I sincerely invite you into our vision, and I welcome you to the Florida Institute of Hypnotherapy. Thank you.